First the tavern, and then me husband. Oh, God's reach, what now? Me inn's nothing but cinders, and me husband went venturing down to the shallows and never returned. Oh, but no. That ain't enough suffering to put on these shoulders. Now I got to deal with some outsider trampling over my livelihood. Can you rebuild me tavern? Can you find that soup-for-brains cooker married? No? Well, in that case, we got doors on all sides now. Kindly choose one. First the tavern, and then me husband.
And people ask why I'm leaving. Sarah. So much past, and so little present.
Don't like the look of you. Oh, sheesh, your breath stinks. Why don't you turn your head the other way?
The mainland church is a child paddling in the mud, but you and I, we know better. We can climb the stairs toward the dawning sun.
What? Huh? Oh, I'm busy. Move.
You'll end up just like me if you venture outside these walls. This whole island wants to eat your flesh.
Welcome to our little wretched bunch we are. But a family of sorts. They're all I've got anymore. Them lost it all to that cursed drug saver. Say, you wouldn't have a drop or two of it on you, would you? Say.
Just a few coppers for an ale. Coppers, please, I beg you. I can work, I'm good for it. Just need a bit of strength.
A killer, eh? Oh, I can smell it on you. I was like you once. Tracked down raiders, and worse, for anyone who paid. Under their breath, they called me the bloody butcher. Oh, I confess, I loved it. Took a job once that led me deep into the floodlands. I got the bastard too, but not before he nicked me in the arm, splashing about like a dying fish. Didn't think much of it at the time, but that water, it wasn't long before the black rot set in. Lost my arm to no more than a pinprick. Do you believe that? Now I'm here. They don't call me the butcher no more. They don't call me nothing.
Dosha! His loyal children will die alongside these filthy Dosha heathens. Curse them and cast them out.
Please, traveller, help my baby. They say the sickness took her, but she just needs food and a warm blanket. I know I can make her well again. My poor, sweet child. Emma? Peter? Oh, I'm sorry. I have no sight, and I thought you was my child.
On watch. The eyes of the city.
You don't look from around. Nothing compares to the view from high atop our great port wall. Just don't take one step too many, eh?
Man can't make a living anymore.
Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress.
If Ellsworth had any sense, he'd sweep Beggar's Alley clear. Those sorry sods dragged...
I'll take this post any day over my old one in Havenport.
You've arrived. I knew his letters were not in vain. It's an honor to meet you. I've only ever read the ancient texts about your kind. They have come, Master. From across the sea.
The pestilence. It festers. Everything it touches.
Did you not hear? The Serum have arrived.
They won't come. Never answer.
I apologize. He is a brilliant scholar, but it's been so long. God's Reach. They're already here.
Governor Ellsworth.
Madrigal Celine, I apologize for the lack of a formal welcome. If you sent word, it must have been lost.
A welcome sight, though, aren't they? About time Phelan sent reinforcements.
My Inquisition is here as an act of mercy, Baron Winnick. There is an unholy presence on this island. I have come on behalf of King Magnus, who sent me...
King Magnus? The boy.
Forgive me. I thought you had heard. Your brother, the king, has passed.
How long?
It will be a week tomorrow. You should return to Phelan, Governor. Your nephew has extended his hand. He invites you to rejoin the family.
Thank you, Madrigal. But Sacra is my home.
Sacra will be in capable hands. My Inquisition have quartered ourselves in Fort Reach, and will remain for as long as it takes to heal this island.
Fort Reach? Sacrament's a bit out of your way then, isn't it?
My outfit encountered a group of raiders as we came ashore on your coast. We sent all of them to rejoin God.
Save one. I thought she might be of particular interest to you. We could have left her body by the side of the road with the other animals. Consider this an offering of goodwill from the church.
Where was the church when our people were sick and starving? We're done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
Odessa. Don't.
Leave her. I'm sure the governor can properly discipline his own daughter. At least as well as he governs his city.
My apologies, Madrigal. It's... She does not stand for sacrament.
Damn right I don't.
Guards, take her away.
This way, Rhythm. I should have never taught you that little move.
You will arrange an escort for my vanguard to Kalen.
Kalen? It will be done. Is there anything else we can do?
You can rejoice, Governor. Your salvation is at hand.
Oh, the Inquisition at our gates, and Serum in our rookery. We've prepared lodgings below. A humble room, to be sure, but safe and warm. I hope you've arrived in time to save our fair island. Not only in time to witness its ruin.
Decayed and crumbling, just like the old man's mind. It's that apprentice of his, useless scrapper. Couldn't fit anything heavier than a pen. And how can he think with that hat full of wax? I should have a word with Ellsworth. Ugh, who's that? Oh, a visitor. Of course. I've told the Watcher this tower's not fit for livestock. And yet, there he goes, boarding any stranger that comes along. You'll have to head upstairs. There's no way down for now. A fine staircase should be, too. Would get us to the market in half the time. Most days you'll find me not far from there. In the square, by the wardroom. Make a Danos. I can repair anything with the right materials. Oh, except laziness. This city can be low, it seems. I'm...
Oh, good, you're awake. Please, Sarah, you must see this.
I dream of them. Their limbs twist, but do not break. Their flesh smears like oil, and the hunger in their
Forgive the, grotesque display. We
pruned some of the poor torn soul you killed at our gates. I left a vial of its blood here on the table, but when I returned, I found it altered. The Watcher, he must have refined it, purified it. An ancient technique. Now you just need to... I apologize, it's my nerves. The ichor must flow through your veins. The scrolls say it gives strength to your kind. Go to the Watcher. This skill is... it's beyond me. There. Now, if you should encounter any more of the Torn, collect their ichor and bring it to the Watcher. And if you ever want to know the comings and goings within our fair city's walls, I'm your man. Roan, scholar, guide, inquisitive soul, unrepentant gossip, at your service. I can't promise the Watcher will help me. His wisdom is vast, but his mind is... well, it's like a ransacked library. Many things on Sacra are not as they once were, I suppose. I can't recall ever seeing the Inquisition inside our walls. Ellsworth left for the Mountain Gate already with the Madrigal. But have no fear, Sacrament is in good hands under Baron Winnick. Oh, and I hear Elsa the Historian is asking after you. She is a curious one. Most curious. Whatever course you chart, be careful. This island crawls with villainy. I suggest you visit the market for supplies before you leave the city.
Where is Roan? Are you? Roan, come here. There's a stranger in the rookery. Why have you gone?
Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress.
Elsa the Historian adores...
I'll take this post any day over my old one in Havenport.
The Madrigal requests your presence. The Madrigal requests your presence. You must make your way through the Nameless Pass and seek her audience.
At the Heretic's Gate.
At the pagan door. This is the will of God. Many lives ago, your kind fought the curse. The Madrigal believes you may be of service again. As God finds meaning even in broken things, so does she.
Go east, toward the sound of steel and flesh.
The sound of deliverance.
Only those who've been touched by God.
There'll be more silver in your sword than in my coffer now, ever since the damned quarry fell.
I've bested 7 men in Mortal Kombat. And many beasts as well. Large ones, like bear-sized.
I see you in a high place. And, yes, you will venture to a deep, dark realm of filth. And you will climb to dizzying heights. And the world will open up to you.
Sending aid to Marin, sending troops to Havenport. What's next? Taking the food right out of my mouth?
If I might bend your ear, I've a proposition for you. I saw how you dispatched the raiders in the old fortress. You've had a taste. Any interest in the meal? My men spotted the risen warlord, Darak, in the Orban Glades. He's been a thorn in Ellsworth's side for too long. I sent a contingent after him, but if you were to find yourself heading west, you might join them and do Sacramento service. We would all sleep better knowing Darak's below ground.
Serum! Look at the tide washed in. I didn't think you survived. Seems our fortunes have changed since we last spoke. I'm afraid we might have to postpone our fight. But if I'm spared the gallows, perhaps we can finish what we started. Although judgment might take a while. My father would rather play servant to the Madrigal than speak with me. Could be worse. We could be at the bottom of the sea. I wish I could see the Madrigal's face as she looks upon the mountain gate. Maybe she can pray her way through 1,000 years of stone.
Not much respect for us these days. Not much respect for us these days.
Do you see the outfit? The weapon? Where and how I'm standing? That's because I'm on duty.
If you're so intrigued by our cages, why don't you hop inside one?
Wouldn't you like to see Sacrament reborn? So, you found me. Perhaps you're developing a fondness for this city then.
The city keeps shrinking.
With my hands and your copper, we can make Sacrament bloom again. Anything you come across that looks like it could be restored, tell me. Why, even the vendor stalls can be improved. And for yourself, perhaps you may want a home here one day. You can find vacant houses for sale all over Sacrament. Each one has a sign out front that tells you all you need to know. There was greatness here once. Let us uncover it from beneath the dust.
This city's gone to shit.
Smaller every year. The city keeps shrinking.
This island will be healed, one stone at a time.
Where were you then? Everyone in town here shouts.
You look like the adventuring type.
Stay back. I'll not be pulled into the void today.
Think you're up for chasing down a few bounds? I told Ellsworth I thought it was a mistake letting you past our gates. A soldier with no rank is a stone's throw from a bandit. But orders are orders. Or is that a foreign idea to you? Orders, respect, discipline. Well, as long as you're here, which I doubt will be for long, I've bounties to collect, challenges to complete, and not enough men to carry them out. Every day it seems there's more. No rest for those of us keeping chaos at bay. What do you say?
So much past, and so little present. I don't hear it roaring anymore.
Better this world. You've seen Boroth and his silly arena?
Death is a lost art. People trip in the street, drown in creeks, choke on chicken bones. Your kind perfected the form. That's why I've devoted my life to studying you. Your ruins, your ways, your slaughter. Sorry, I never introduced myself. I am Elsa, an historian. There are relics of your kind all over Sakra. Another was just discovered in the stonemason shot by the cemetery. You should see it for yourself. Perhaps it's your temple, your library, your tomb.
I fear it's happening again.
These are my scissors.
Mary,
Read about it,
what
Mary
about
Weather.
tailors
Tailors
at your
at your
service?
service. Mary, we agreed. My name goes first.
No, Mira. I remember we decided I go first.
Fine.
We'll settle this later.
Yo, what? Been out this...
So what do you think, Sarum? A humble arrangement, but perhaps the start of something grand. Yes, yes. Soon even the birds will envy my plumage. My concoctions will haunt the dreams of the lustful, the weary, the spurned. And you, of course. You're always welcome to sup strength and wisdom from my elixirs. If they don't blind you, that is.
May your will be half as strong. Good to be back behind Sacrament's walls. My thanks for clearing the way. From now on, how about I stay at my forge and leave the heroics to you? Your will be half as strong as my work. Hello, old friend. Nothing sings like good day to you. Nothing sings like steel.
It's a real honor to service your blade, Sarum, and there's no better blacksmith than Fillmore. He cannot me. Mine's farmers all the way back. But the first time I saw a hammer hitting steel, it was like it was singing for only me.
Honor, lad.
Play your children with sweets and your wife with...
Now, you're the one who killed Paul. Life and death in the balance. That's different.
Hello again.
Sarum? Who's even in charge here? Governor Ellsworth or the Madrigal?
The church welcomes all, traveler.
It's just a bit of sewage.
He was a man. They all were.
Do you need any help? You met Baron Winnick? Perhaps he could use a new servant.
Saw them in my learning. More people sticking flags in the ground. More bodies follow suit.
All of the city's gates are shut. You'll not be visiting the Merrin Woods tonight. There's rumors of a torn guard roaming about. One of Sacrament's own, they say.
The stonemason.
There you are. Look at this. The floor of the masonry collapsed, revealing this chamber below. Isn't it remarkable? No one's breathed this air for 1,000 years. I believe a deeper ruin lies beyond this seal, but I'm unsure how to access it. You know, in some cultures, the faithful pleased their gods by ritualistically disemboweling themselves. Wouldn't that be a sight? astonishing. This is the largest Sarum ruin I've ever seen. Ooh. And there's that feeling in the air again. Can you sense it? How strange. It's the same as that spot near the square. I feel there must be something in this room with us. It's as though there's a wire inside my skull. Can you feel it too? By the gods. The Sayer speaks to you. You've awoken the chain. I think I know what this place was. A training ground. The ancient Sarum built it to hone their skills as they fought against the plague. See, each of these statues will lead to a gauntlet, stitched together from different times, places, dreams. Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, make an offering. Just a drop should do it. You've got plenty. What did it feel like? For your story to be untold and then told again? Look, Sarah. I found a new inscription. We remember the chosen few. Sivian and his fiercest unspoken, who fought these trials through wrath and silence. I can't read the next part. The stone has all but crumbled. Then it just says, forever the tomb of the Echo Knights. Damn. I wish I could decipher more. Sarah, can you think of anyone who might be versed in ancient texts like this? There's a story here, begging to be told. It sounds like a group of mighty warriors are buried here. Quite an honor. I'm sure you're no lay about yourself. Follow in their footsteps, Sarah. And perhaps some...